Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Making another video outside, chilling. I just wanted to talk about spaceships. I made a few videos a while back. In my beginning stages making YouTube, and before I seen a spaceship in real life, like I want to talk about manifestation and spaceships. So recently, I just went to jail. I have a couple songs, or one song um, where it was just a storytelling song, but I mentioned about how the cop was after me and how I was gonna go to jail, whatever the case may be. Ended up going to jail. So I wanted to talk about how manifestation is real, and like some things, not everything. We're not God Himself, so not everything we're gonna be able to speak into existence. But whatever you surround yourself with, and whatever your mentality is, what you're bringing yourself around, your thoughts, that's what's gonna be your reality. But anyway, this whole thing, I want to talk about spaceships because I remembered, I'm like, yo, I never made a, now that I know how to do YouTube again, I never made a video where I told you, I talked to you guys about what I seen when I encountered a spaceship. I'm trying to set the camera up. Hold on, let me use this bottle right here. I'm gonna use this bottle. That's what I'm gonna do. Use this bottle. There we go. Um, I got a little chunky. I haven't been working out. I just a little big now. But yeah. So this was 2 years ago that I seen a spaceship. I was chilling with my cousin. Oh, let me tell you the dreams that I had, because I believe in God. I'm big on God. I'm religious. I'm spiritual and religious. Like, I believe in the Bible. I do believe the Bible's been tampered with. The only thing I believe is they don't tell us everything that's in the Bible. I believe everything that's in the Bible. I just believe that there's more to the story that's being told. Like, they took a lot of stuff out, but I still believe that the Bible is truthful. You know what I'm saying? And when I was in my beginning stages of making my YouTube channel, I would pray to God every night. I had stopped smoking and stuff like that, and I was getting right, trying to stay clean with just regular no sinning, trying not to sin as much as possible. And I would pray to God every night, and I remember I prayed about asking, am I part of the 144,000? I got a confirmation. Now I'm praying again. I'm gonna start up my praying again, like how I did in the beginning, because when I first started praying every night, I was getting vivid dreams. And I wasn't smoking as much because of my psychosis and everything. So I wasn't smoking that much. I was still smoking weed, but not as much. And I know weed does interfere with your dreams. Like, if you smoke weed, it's not gonna stop. It'll stop you from dreaming. Like, you'll still be able to catch a dream, but it'll prevent you from dreaming. And sometimes the dream may be altered a little bit. But whatever the case may be, I what was I gonna say? The first dream I had about spaceships, it was very scary. I was chilling in Manhattan, where my grandmother lives. She lives 388 Pearl Street by Chinatown, by the Brooklyn Bridge. And I remember I was walking underneath the Brooklyn Bridge, and it was nighttime. And next thing you know, I'm hearing things in the sky, and I knew it was spaceships. I knew, and also I was also studying GMS, Great Millstone. They're the Israelite prophets of today. I look at them as the elders of today, and they got young ones and old ones. But I look up to the older people, because the young ones that's getting into the truth, they're like, it's all different types of branches. There's different branches, but I strictly listen to GMS and a bunch of other people. But GMS, they say that the spaceships, they talk about spaceships in the Bible, where it talks about the chariots. With Enoch. I also read the book of Enoch when I was in jail. Is written by J.B. Lumpkin. J.B. Lumpkin. The book of Enoch, the 3 books of Enoch, the Ethiopian book, the Hebrew book, and a Slavonic book. You can look it up on Google. You could buy it, whatever. But it mentions spaceships in that too. Like it says UFO. Like when they're reviewing the documents of the stone tablets and all that stuff from the temples and the tablets, I mean the caves and whatnot, it mentions UFOs. So I thought that to be very interesting, and I believe what GMS says. I believe that the chariots, the spaceships, are the angels, and now we got this new age woke stuff, where everyone's getting their crystals. Everyone knows about Rashad Jamal. I'm not gonna put him in my title or nothing. I'm not clout chasing. I'm just saying I used to look up to that dude, but then there was some things that threw me off. Like certain people with this woke shit, they give you a sense as they might be an Illuminati or nah, they spitting facts. So with Rashad Jamal, I'm like, yeah, I feel like he's spitting these facts, but I also feel like he's a part of the Illuminati. Like it's just weird. Some just rubs me off. Now all of a sudden, nigga locked up. You know what I'm saying? You got to really watch these people that you got to be careful on the people that you watch. Same thing with Spiritual Soul. Before he was Spiritual Soul, his title was Soul Illuminati. Like there's no coincidence. Now I'm not saying he sold out, but what I'm saying is like look at like where to get these houses from. You know what I'm saying? Like how you start your YouTube channel, then you get the money from YouTube, and now all of a sudden you got this big ass house. It's a little weird, but you know, and it's like why can't you talk about certain things? Like I understand nobody wants to talk about the vaccine, but you don't. I could say vaccine in my YouTube video. You know what I'm saying? He won't even say vaccine. You know what I'm saying? It's just weird. But I didn't, do a lot of research. I'm just saying you have to have discernment. You know what I'm saying? You have to have discernment. And when you do the research on what these people are into, I'm not saying Spiritual Soul is part of it, but like his content is like you get Illuminati vibes. You know what I'm saying? You get Illuminati vibes. The only person that didn't give me like Illuminati vibes was like Enoch the Freestyle Prince. But I believe in reincarnation and stuff like that, but like I don't believe, like it's hard to explain. Like I don't know if we could be people from the Bible, but same thing with these woke TikTokers or these woke YouTubers. You gotta read their mindset. Like me, I'm diagnosed with schizophrenia. A lot of them, they like Enoch. He seems like he has some type of diagnosis, but he ain't gonna say it. Like he may say he's woke and whatnot, but that nigga, he probably got some type of some type of schizophrenia or whatever the case may be. Like something's a little off. Like he just seems to, like he's not lost, but it's like how can not everything he says, how can it be a fact? You know, he's really going off a whim with certain videos. You got to have the eyes to see it, you know, and listen to what people are saying, listen to their experiences, what they experimented with, whatever the case may be. I already said it was a possibility, or like at first, I never wanted to believe that I was laced, but now I'm come to terms with that's what happened to me. But even from the jump, when I first started my YouTube channel, I said I'm not Jesus. I said that out loud. I never tried to claim, like one of my freestyles, it says Last Messiah, because that's like my alter ego, because of what I've been through, what my psyche was in during that state of mind. But I said it from the jump. I'm not the Messiah, but I speak for God. I've been saying that. And I feel as though God chose me, how my life plays out. And however, when I'm stable, when I'm not stable, God chose me to be an example to the young people of this generation. We're moving into a time period where everything is about to be digital. Everything is, they're talking about the metaverse. Everyone knows about the metaverse. This stuff is futuristic. This stuff is going to happen in the next 10 to 5 years. I want to say 10 years, but they're trying to, if they could, they'd do it tomorrow. But they gotta condition you. They gotta bait you, reel you in. You know what I'm saying? To make it okay with, be comfortable with robots, be comfortable with transferring your consciousness to a cell phone or whatever the case may be. Everyone knows about the market. Well, not a lot of people know about the market of beast, but with this new age technology shit, that's the market of beast. This metaverse, the RFID chip, the radio frequency identification, you know, a lot of things is going on. So in the Bible, the prophets, they were living in their time period, but they seen a lot of futuristic shit. So I watched a video about this. I know I'm jumping around the bush. I'm sorry. It's supposed to be about spaceships. So all I was trying to say is that when I was praying to God, everything I prayed about, I got my answers. From whatever I asked, if I was a part of the 144,000, I heard a dream I heard an audible voice. It was a male's voice, and I heard an audible voice say 144,000 3 times before I woke up. Couldn't see nothing. It was like all white, and I heard 144,000, 144,000, 144,000. I made that video a while back. I'm sorry, it's hot out here. The bugs is out. I got an ant over here, fucking just chilling, moving around. These flies is trying to bother me. Anyway, shouldn't be smoking cigarettes, but it's like I get so anxious, you know. I can't smoke weed anymore. Like if I was to smoke weed, my heart would be tripping. I'm tired of expressing that, but whatever. So whatever I prayed about, look, here's the ant. He don't know what to do. chilling. He's like, I keep worrying if he's gonna come my way. I don't know if you guys were able to see him. Anyway, so with this, anything I pray for, I get an answer about. It may not be that same day, but during the times when I first started my YouTube channel, I was the same night I prayed was the same day, because I get my dreams in the morning. So the same night I prayed, the same day God would give me a dream right in the morning. So the dream with spaceships, I was in Manhattan, 388 Pearl Street, around the Brooklyn Bridge. And it was nighttime. I'm walking underneath the bridge, and I hear the spaceships in the sky. But I'm fearful. I'm fearful. And the spaceships, they turned the gravity off. This was also before the movie Independence Day came out. Reinsurgence. Excuse me. Independence Day Reinsurgence, the second one. Before that movie came out, the Lord also gives me dreams about certain movies, and I didn't realize that until like it's always too late. Like I don't realize it right away. So I'm trying to hone my skills. I want to hone my skills because I know I'm a prophet, but like I've been falling off, you know? Not everyone knows that you have a calling. Certain ones of us, we all have a calling, but you have to figure it out. You have to know what your purpose is. All my purpose is to wait on the Lord and uplift the spirit and the consciousness of the community. No matter how I do it, with music, just talking, that's my only purpose. And to share my story, to share what happened with me. That's it. I'm not here to save the world. That's not my job, you know. But I could uplift the spirits, and I could give a warning. That's my only purpose, you know. And like for me, the wind's blowing super heavy, super strong. This whole walk. Oh, look, now I got a ladybug on me. Look at that. This whole walk. Oh, I'm sorry, ladybug. Move that cigarette away from you. My whole journey, this whole walk, I've been having ladybugs. That's just, for me, that's my own confirmation. That ladybug that y'all just seen that. The wind just blew crazy strong, and out of nowhere, that ladybug just landed on me. I have a history with ladybugs from when I was 5 years old. When I was 5 years old, I was living in the city. Mind you, when you live in the city, New York City, I lived in the Bronx. When you live in the city, you don't see fireflies like that. You don't see bugs like that. You barely see mosquitoes. The only thing you're gonna see is roaches. Like that's what we got in New York City. You don't see the beautiful praying mantises and the moths and the butterflies. You don't really see that in New York City. So when I was in New York City, this is gonna be a long video because I keep getting sidetracked. But the whole point of the story is that I get confirmation. Confirmation will come to you. I don't even know what I'm gonna title it because it's supposed to be about spaceships, but I'm rambling all around the book, all around the, you know, whatever. So when I was 5 years old, let me light this cigarette. It'll calm me down a bit. When I was 5 years old, ladybugs used to come into my building, come into my apartment, and will fly around the light like they were moths or something. But it was ladybugs. Look, another bug just came over here. Yeah. So, and I would catch them. I would catch the ladybugs. Like, I wasn't big on catching bugs, but I would smack them with the towel, and thankfully, like, I would never injure them. I would smack them with a towel, and I would give the ladybugs to my mom. I'm like, Ma, I caught a ladybug. So ladybugs to me is very special. It's a very special thing for me. It's a confirmation for me. Now I see this confirmation. I haven't seen one in a long time, to be honest. I was not expecting that just now, but that's a sign for me, you know. The wind part, not so much, but like that's also a sign, just a little bit. Because if you look at my previous videos, but during those times, that was when, you know, it was around the time where wind like that will be common. But look, the ladybug is back. It's over there. It's the little things in life. God is gonna show you. I can't really use the wind for example, but that ladybug, y'all just seen that. Y'all seen that. God is gonna show you confirmation through other people, through times. Like I seen like for instance, I've been struggling with masturbation. Like my childhood was whatever. Everyone copes with the world differently. Whatever. When I looked at the porn video, whatever, it said 144. Previously on the Avatar. Now let me stop. Previously when I was in jail, and I told you guys this before in my last video, when I went to jail, I was talking about the 144,000, and the lady, a lot of bugs out here. The lady, the judge or whatever, when she turned the clock off and turned it back on, it said 144.44 seconds. I was talking to my mom the other day, telling her I've been making my videos again and blah blah blah, and when I looked at the clock, when I happened to look at the clock, it said 1:44, and then the time after that said 2:22. So I pay attention to stuff like that because there's angel numbers. God's gonna show you confirmation where He wants you to see something, you know. So with the spaceships, the movie before the movie Independence Day came out, there was two movies that did this. But before those movies came out, I had a dream about it, about what happened in the scene of my dream. So I'm walking underneath the bridge, and the spaceships, they turned the gravity off. They turned the gravity off, and all the bridges, the cars, the buildings, the people. I was really one of the only people out during that time, but I know there was more people around. It's just I didn't really see that. God didn't allow me to see other people. I was focused on me, my salvation. Everyone has to focus on their own salvation, you know. You can't save everybody. And so anyway, I got lifted up as high as the clouds with bridges, buildings, and everything. And there was spaceships in the sky. Now, I couldn't see them, but I knew they were there. And I knew they were the ones that turned the gravity off. Now, two movies did that. Independence Day did that. In the new movie, they turned the gravity off. And the Superman movie, Man of Steel, they turned the gravity off. It's weird. That's actually going to happen. If you look at the $100 bill, or I think it's the $50 bill, if you fold it a certain way, same thing with the $1 bill. If you fold it a certain way, you're going to see the Twin Towers, the blowing up of the Twin Towers. You'll see that on the dollar bill. Same thing with the UFOs. It shows on the $100 bill, $20 bill, or $50 bill, one of them. And you fold it a certain way, you'll see spaceships in the sky and people and buildings getting lifted up. You'll see that. That's going to come into fruition one of these days, because the Lord, when He comes back, He's going to come back with great power and great glory. But He's coming back with thousands upon thousands of chariots, angels. And they're going to destroy this world. This world is not meant to last forever. We're going to get a new heaven and a new earth. And the destruction is going to come from the nuclear warfare. I'm also reciting words from GMS, but I could recite those words because one, it's in the Bible, and two, God showed that to me in my dream. He doesn't do anything without revealing it to the prophets first, you know. So that was that dream, and I got lifted up into the sky, and then they dropped me back down. Before I hit the ground, I said, Lord Jesus Christ, please save me. Boom, hit the ground. And then I hit the ground. He didn't allow me to die. I have died a couple times in my dreams, but in this dream, I didn't die. I hit the ground, and then everything got foggy, and I woke up. I was slowly waking up, and I woke up in a new earth, and I wasn't harmed. Everything was good. So then the next dream I had about spaceships was I was actually on the spaceship, and I was with people of all types of races, and they looked just like me. So in the dream, they were just telling me I'm safe. And I'm safe. This is where we got to be, and don't worry about nothing. And so that reminded me of a scripture back in Revelations of I think it's just chapter 7, verses 9 through 11, or 9 through 15, 9 through 14, where it's talking about the rapture. And it says there's a great multitude that no one could count that made it into the kingdom of heaven, basically. And he says the angels, the God says, hey, where did these people come from? And the angel says, Lord, you know, for these are the people who made it out the great tribulation. It says a number of a great multitude, all nations, tongues, and kindreds that no one could count. There's a number of the 144,000, so that number is numbered. For the rapture, this is gonna be innumerable, like the stars. You're not gonna be able to count how many people make it. For one, that's how many people is on this planet. So many people. I'm getting a little anxious. My psychosis is kicking in a bit. I can feel the energy of the planet, you know. I should just focus on the camera because that's calming me down a little bit. So yeah, now those are the two dreams I had about spaceships before I actually seen one. So by the time I actually seen the spaceship, it was 2019, the ending of 2019. It was either 2020 or 2020, I believe. It was 2020. I'm sorry, 2020, where the Great Awakening happened, where they're talking about the Great Awakening. I seen a spaceship. It was me, my ex-girlfriend, and my cousin Marcus, and he was chilling watching the Lakers game. I think this was before Kobe passed or a little bit after Kobe passed. I can't remember. But anyway, he was watching the Lakers game, and he seen something. We was in the car. It was nighttime. He seen something from the corner of his eye. He said, "Yo, Sin, you seen that?" I said, "Nah, what you talking about? What's up?" He said, "Yo, let's go outside. I think I seen something." I said, "All right, let's go." So we get outside, and at first we don't see nothing. Next thing you know, we see a light start flashing, and it's like scanning our heads. We're in the middle of the road, and it's scanning our heads. It's scanning over us like wavelengths like that. like that, like a not necessarily like the heartbeat scanner, but it was like wavelengths like this, but going over our heads. And instantly I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, yo, are we gonna see a spaceship? Because previously, when I was in a psych ward a while back, I sensed, that's another thing, I sensed the spaceships around me. Like I sensed them in the, they say they could take forms of the clouds or whatever, like Jesus is gonna come with the clouds. When he's coming with the clouds, he's gonna come with spaceships. They could take any form, or as far as I know, they could take forms of clouds and stuff like that. But that's how they take formation. They could take all types of forms. Not that I'm aware of how many, but I definitely know they could take cloud formation. Anyway, um, it was scanning our heads. It was scanning over us, and I said, "Yo, babe, come out here, come out here," because I knew I was gonna see the space. I knew it. I didn't want to say nothing though, because I was just anxious. I'm like, what the fuck? I was so surprised. I was excited. I wasn't fearful. I was a little scared. I ain't gonna lie. I was a little scared, but like I was happy. It was a happy and adrenaline rush. I was so excited. I said, babe, come out here. Look at this. Look at this. And so we all see the lights, and I said, yo, let's follow it. Let's see where the lights is coming from. And he was like, yo, son, there ain't no movie theaters out here. Where do you think these lights is coming from? I said, yo, I don't know, because there's definitely no movie theaters out here. We in the suburbs. Mind you, I'm in Sullivan County. At the time that it happened, I was at 146 Pleasant Street Extension, Sullivan County, New York. Upstate New York. It's like 2 hours away from the city. But anyway, uh, we're watching all this go down, and then it starts doing. We go as close as we could go. We get to a cliff area where downhill is the highway, so you can't really go no further. I wanted to follow exactly where it was coming from, because I'm like, nigga, I want to see this shit. So anyway, next thing you know, it did the scans over our head, and then it's doing like strobe lights, like this, like that. But coming from it was coming from far, far away. Like it didn't look like it was coming from the ground. Like it did a little bit, but not really. It was coming from the sky, and it was doing strobe lights. And I don't know who else seen. Like I just made this video. I'm making this video today, so I don't know who else got to record it or what. We didn't. My phone was dead, so I didn't get to record it. He didn't get to record it either. His phone was dying. Plus he wanted to watch the damn Lakers game. But whatever. Like we all got to see it during the time it was happening. We all got to see it. Us three. I don't know if anyone else in that area was able to see it, but we definitely seen that shit. I'll never forget it ever. And so it's doing the strobe lights or whatever. Next thing you know, it starts doing different types of lights, but closer to us, but in the sky. And it was doing like dots, like spherical dots in the sky. Like you can see it, spherical orbs in the sky. Green, all colors of the rainbow: green, purple, red, blue, violet, orange, yellow. And it's boom, 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 and then it, boom, it all merged in one, flew this way, and it paused right there in the sky. We was like, whoa! We all jumped at the same time, synchronicity. We all jumped, and it was in the sky. And like if I drew a picture in my mom's house. I don't know if I'll get it. It's not that best picture, but from how best I can describe it is it was hovering above us, basically. Not directly above us, but above us. It was hovering above us, and it was pretty damn close, and it was huge. Like if I had to compare it to a size, I would have thought it was about the size of the moon, but it was close to our atmosphere. Now the moon wasn't out during that day, but if I had to take a guess, that shit was as big as the moon. Honestly, I'm no cap, not even joking with you. And we were scared as fuck. We were scared, and our fear, as quick as we got scared, is as quick as it went away. Our fear lasted for like 3-5 seconds. Like it says in the Bible, men's hearts should fail them for that day. Now I don't know. I mean, if that spaceship didn't go nowhere and it stayed in the air, we probably would have had a heart attack, or at least me. I don't know. If it stayed in the atmosphere for as long as it did, or longer, if it stayed in any longer, we probably would have been shook. Like, what do we do? I don't know what we would have did, you know? Me, I knew it was of God, but I was still scared. Like, I was not expecting that at all. But anyway, that was my spaceship dream that I wanted to share. Now, the dreams that I had after that, I had dreams after that where the dream wasn't really significant, but I had dreams where I'm seeing the spaceships in the sky, multiple different times, and when they're coming to destroy. They're coming for two things: salvation and destruction. they're gonna when the flood happened the first time, this is not recorded in the Bible because they like to take this information out. But during the times of Enoch was in the days of Noah. They were, their relatives or whatever. But they were also close within those days. They're not separate generations. They're within the same generation. And Enoch, and not just Enoch, a few other people, the first rapture, I guess, with the Mayans and Aztecs, whatever. The first rapture was from the flood. God was gonna flood the earth. Noah was chosen to stay. He didn't just, oh, I got this mission from God, and he was chosen to stay and save a group, his family. Everyone else, they was chosen to leave with Enoch. Now, in the Bible's gonna say it was just Enoch. That's when I read the book. When I read the book of Enoch, because you can't even find it in the Bible. The book of, you may find his name, but he doesn't have his own book in there. When you do the research and you find his book, you're gonna see a lot of shit. They talk about Lilith. They mention Lilith, the first wife. No one really talks about her at all. I want to do some more research and find out about her. Now she's a demonic entity though. She's a succubus. That's where she became. She wasn't always like that. But I don't want to talk about that too much. That video is not for this. I want to talk about spaceships and my encounter. Because they're also saying that there's gonna be a fake alien invasion or whatever. And I do believe there's gonna be like a fake alien invasion, but like I think we're gonna be conditioned to think that there's a fake alien invasion because they want to hide the truth from us. I was watching another video where they were saying that there was a pastor talking about how something about how spaceships they're talking about spaceships, how we're gonna be invaded by aliens. They want to make you think it's aliens when it's really God. God has the power that no one has, and the angels have a form. They're not just a spirit like God. They have a form, and shit's gonna get real. Everyone's been talking about Planet Nubaru or Planet X. They want to call it Planet Kai, whatever. I was believing in that stuff at one point, but then I'm like, nah, I see it for what it is. It's basically a cult. Like they talk about polygamy and shit like that. That's not, God didn't have us come here for no polygamy and this and that. However it was in the old days, there was a reason and a purpose and a stature for certain things. We don't have those types of days where we're sacrificing and stuff like that. We don't do that no more, so there should be no reason for polygamy. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. You know? But I forgot what I was the spaceships. The other dreams that I had about that is that they're in the area, they're waiting for their time to come and destroy. You know? I already talked about my dreams about nuclear warfare and stuff like that. But that was the video I wanted to make today. I wanted to share that because I just never got to share it. I finally seen a spaceship in real life, and I was blessed to actually see one. I know it's of God. I know, I know that's a chariot. I know that's my salvation. So I just feel like God was answering me from all the times where I think I'm tripping out, where, I'm believing I'm the Messiah, whatever. He still allowed me to see my salvation, my future salvation. Not for right now, but for a time yet to come, So yeah, this shit not even lighting. That's all I wanted to talk about. Yeah, that was about it. That's all I wanted to talk about. I will be sharing some more of my dreams, and I'm gonna be praying a lot more. I'm gonna get back into praying because it's something that I need to do, and I know that I'm a prophet. Like, I know that, like, we don't get these dreams and visions about nothing. A woman today said, I forgot her name, but I subscribed to her channel, and she said that she had a dream about dinosaurs, and she was saying how dinosaurs existed back when we was existing in the Garden of Eden, but they weren't corrupt during that time. When we became corrupt, that's when all the animals and everything else became corrupt, and that's when they started to become carnivores or whatever, and it was not a good time. But also the Nephilim were there during that time, and they were made in, they were doing bestiality, all types of shit. So those things is gonna come. The scientists of today, they're trying to bring the things of old back in. There's nothing new under the sun. They're trying to bring things back. They're trying to bring back the woolly mammoth. They're trying to bring back dinosaurs. They're trying to do all types of shit. Trying to link us with robots, the metaverse, the Neuralink. Elon Musk is working with the Neuralink. Bill Gates is working for the RFID chip. It's a lot going on. Whoever really watches this video all the way to the end, thank you so much for supporting me or just hearing what I got to say. A lot of people were bashing me, saying I'm crazy, stay on your meds. But when really I was talking real shit. Like, I even predicted the Moab bomb in Afghanistan without even trying. Like, I was just getting words from the Lord, and I was speaking what I had to say. You know, But anyone could go back into my video where I talked about being a part of the 144,000. And before they dropped the Moab bomb on Afghanistan, I said that they would. I already said that they was gonna do that before it happened, because they did a video on YouTube. I seen a YouTube ad. You know, it was one of those ads, and it was when Obama was in presidency, and he said if the dude, it was a white guy talking, he controls the nuclear warfare shit, and he said if Obama told me to push a button, I would have to do it. And what happened? They dropped the bomb off the Moab bomb off on Afghanistan. So that was crazy. I'm in the video here. I know it's a long video. Whoever watch this video to the end, thank you so much. You can do anything. You put your mind to it, you can do anything, but be realistic. You can't. God could do anything and bring it into fruition, manifest into fruition. We could do the same, but to a certain extent. We're not God. Remember that. God bless. Stay safe.